to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the team...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
11, 11, 11. 58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Throwing is Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Second down and goal. Luck toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. To the air again, Locke. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Carr on the bootleg. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. On play action, now Carr. And an alley to run. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Shotgun now for Carr. And now he'll tuck it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. This fielded at the 2. Shifts by him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
After the run, Luck going to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Luck. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Luck. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now a play fake. Carr. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Samson Abuka, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a pass hauled in downfield. It's a foot race. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's locked. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. They'll let this go for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His... second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Samson Abukum in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
25 yards that time. Now a 1st down throw. Luck. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And a route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Luck now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard. At the 47-yard line.
Watch one. Watch one. You ain't going nowhere.
On play action, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 16. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Luck on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now, what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Throwing again is Lott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now Lott. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Nick Kwiatkowski gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal. A shotgun snap for Lott. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 6 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over.
And my goodness, another interception. And the ball is knocked out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And the pressure gets to him again. Bradley Chubb in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Watch the screen.
Oh, look at the juke. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch one. He don't know no better.
Throwing again. Carr. And an alley to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 3rd and 2, Luck. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. And he cuts it right into space. The fake punt works to absolute perfection as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
On the draw, Richard. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down. It's Jacobs. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Check out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
No chance.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
Hey, let's go.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here.
Luck on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.